Hey guys, going on? Hope you guys are all doing well. Welcome back to Assassin's Creed 3. This is part 4 of the playthrough. Hope you guys enjoyed the last part of it.
No.
And basically in this part we're leaving off where we left off last time. We got his research back. And now let's see what happens.
The images on this amulet, are they familiar to you? Perhaps one of the tribes has shown you something similar.
It appears Ratonhnhaké in origin.
Can you trace it to a specific location? I need to know where it came from.
With my research returned, perhaps.
Alright, so
let me see what I can
do for us.
Thomas!
What?
Rent yourself a room.
he looks like a jackass, so I must imagine he smells like one too.
I suspect we'll be here for a while.
Excuse me there. But yeah, so we finished his errand, which was to get back his research. And on this particular mission, I believe I did get a full synchronization, so that's good. Because you guys can watch the last part of the video where I completed the mission and get a better idea of how to maybe get a full synchronization yourself. I don't know if that's going to help you guys, but for a playthrough, I'm not really concerned about getting full synchronizations, but even then I did get a full one there. Let's see what the next mission is though. Hopefully it's a little bit more fun than this one. This one was kind of boring, I think.
Good evening, gentlemen.
That's disgusting, man.
Charming.
Oh, peace, Charles. He'll grow on you.
Oi! Catherine, you fussock! Get back here! Daddy needs a drink!
How fares the search?
Maths and maps are not cutting it.
What of your local contacts?
We'll need to earn their trust before they'll share what they know.
I have an idea on how we might be affecting that. There's a man who's taken to enslaving natives. Rescue them, and they'll owe us.
Disgusting. I don't know how much fun he's having, but
do you know where they're being held?
I don't know about you guys, but I would never ever do that. That lady
Benjamin
is
Churchwell.
old, man. That's
He's
disgusting.
a finder and a fixer. He's also on your list.
And there I was, wondering whom I might solicit
Alright,
next.
so now we're gonna move on to our next mission. It involves another historical character. Let's see who this one is. Yeah, walking down the stairs, I did remember that I was going to tell you guys, you know, who each character was and how they were important, but I don't think I remember this character off the top of my head, so I'll probably have to do a little bit of research on him before I can tell you guys anything. The other two I knew off the top of my head, so that's why I was able to tell you so quickly, but this one I don't, so maybe in the next video I'll introduce him to you guys. Looks like he's not home.
Wonderful.
What the hell? Now we're gonna be kicking down doors. That's nice. Even he's confused, he's like, what the hell?
Sir?
His facial expression was priceless. It'd be funny if he was right behind the door.
Seems like we're not the only ones looking for Mr. Church.
Damn it, he could be anywhere. What do we do?
Oh shit, there's blood on the floor.
Find him.
Something must have gone down here. That looks to be him. That was obviously him, but I'm sure you guys gotta figure that out yourself.
Come.
Dude, that picture must have cost him a fortune, and
I'll show you
just
how.
tore it up, and they ripped out his face. Yo, I hope he's not dead, man. Poor old guy. So let's see how we're gonna find this guy, because we don't really have any clues except for like his house has been basically, you know, it looks like a tornado went through it, but we don't really have any real clues. Obviously, it has to do with these orange markers. So let's see what goes on here.
Not our business to meddle, even if we've the best of intentions.
But if you could have seen it, they were surely drunk carrying on like that, and during the day, no less.
Okay, so as you can see here, he started to detect me. When I first came into this, I guess, circle, I actually wanted to move towards the civilians because I knew you could camouflage in between them. But for whatever reason, the game didn't let me. I guess it's a learning tool for the people that haven't played this game before. So, you know, if they don't know, then they, you know, this is basically like a little way to tell them, okay, you can hide between, like, you know, pedestrians and camouflage yourself so you can stay undetected.
Perhaps I should send someone to retrieve him before he damages his reputation beyond repair.
They stumbled off to the northeast, no doubt in search of a tavern or some other place of
so that helps us out. Stumbled off to the northeast and somewhere that is of ill repute. So that's not good for him because you know, he's somewhere that has a bad reputation. Hopefully they haven't killed him. You know, I don't know. It was hard to say. The tone and the voice of those two people talking, it seemed as if, you know, they were worried, but they were kind of confused at the same time. They didn't really know what to expect. But the lady did seem, or not seem, sound like, you know, that something bad has happened to him. So now we're gonna run over to the church, and we're gonna get. I think we're gonna get a synchronization point here. But yeah, so this will be the first synchronization point of this game. And you guys will see what they're really useful because it gives you basically a layout of a zone of a map. So a specific radius, you'll be able to see it better. So that identifies stores and people and extra missions. So it's also used better for navigation. So if you're running on the streets, if you know all the streets, or you can see the map properly, then you'll be able to get to your destination a lot faster, whatever it may be. So yeah, this is a synchronization point. You can see the eagle there, right here. I don't know how he's gonna stand on the tip of this cross, because that is a very, like, you know, a narrow cross. But yeah, that's synchronization point. Perfect. So we got a better layout of the map, and I think this is the, I guess, the funnest part. I don't think it's a word, but the most enjoyable part of any synchronization is jumping down back onto the ground, because you land in, like, I guess in this case, a stack of grass or hay or whatever it may be. But sometimes you get really high up, so as you're falling you can kind of see everything around you. Now here you have a group of people that have been talking, and I went around this way. I was thinking about going up the building and maybe spying from there, but I don't think you can get into the radius of the circle from there. So what I recommend doing is what I did here, which is basically just, you know, getting into the radius of the circle, but staying over to the side where they can't see you. Now don't do this. Don't try to step on this little ledge here and try to watch over them, because obviously they're going to be able to see you from there. So instead, just walk over to the side and just stand in one spot and just let them finish their conversation. At least here they can't see you.
Arrest one and put him in stocks. See if he's so glib then.
To do so without cause will set them singing songs about us. Last thing the city needs is town criers complaining about our abuse of authority.
And forget it. The crime is done.
Their conversation.
The killer's gone. Those who know won't share their secrets. If the city wishes to harbor scoundrels, let them pay the price.
Alright, so we eavesdropped on these guys. Now, as soon as you start walking away, make sure you walk away quickly, because that guy is most likely going to turn the corner on you, and he's gonna, you know, start detecting you, basically, suspect you of doing something. So luckily for me, there's a group of people that I could hide in, but you'll see as he walks by, he's gonna be looking at me. And even after he's gone, he's still looking at me, so just make sure you have somewhere to go and hide. Because, you know, that's not worth getting caught over. It's actually a pretty easy eavesdrop point. And I want to check if there's anything there. There's obviously nothing here, so you don't have to worry about anything important you have to pick up or some kind of item. So you can move on to the next eavesdrop point. This mission is actually kind of fun. I actually like this mission because it's like a little stealthy, like, you know, kind of like Sherlock Holmes kind of thing. So here there's two places I can go to, one right in front of me and one to the right of me. I decided just to go to the one in front. I could see it, so it seemed closer, so I decided to go there. Now when you're eavesdropping these guys, just be a little bit careful. Look where I stood here, this, I guess you can call it a stool or a setup, like a cabin, not a cabin, sorry. A store setup, it's gonna be on the edge of the circle, so just stand there and camouflage with the people. You shouldn't have any problems eavesdropping on these guys because they don't move or anything like that. So, but just make sure you're inside the circle. That's the hardest part. And try to camouflage as much as you can within them, so you get that eavesdrop. It's a pretty easy one. Yeah, now this, I don't know if you guys noticed, but you can actually pet animals in this game, which is kind of neat. I don't know if you can pet animals later on when you're Connor. I doubt it, because animals, you know, they run away from people. But at least in this sequence of the game, or this part of the game, you can pet animals, so that's kind of a neat feature. Now moving forward, this is another objective. So these guys are moving towards you, as you can see. One of the objectives is to actually eavesdrop on a moving target. So the easiest way to do this one is I camouflage within a couple of, well, not a couple, a bunch of people first. So as they were walking by, they wouldn't, you know, suspect me. As soon as they walked by, I basically started to, you know, run around the, or walk around the edge of the circle and try to stay as far as I could behind them, so they couldn't have me in their line of sight, so they had no chance of seeing me at all. So that's basically the trick here. It's not too tough. You just gotta basically stay within the circle. Do your best not to, you know, try to like stay behind them. Do your best to stay behind them so they can't see you.
See, Charles? We'll have church in no time.
But yeah, you guys should listen very carefully to what he says. It's actually a really cool
where did you learn to do all this?
He says.
It is a requirement
actually pretty
when you're raised in the manner that I was. Perception is fundamental to the Order. It guides the feet when running and climbing, informs the hands when striking and fighting. But most important, it transforms the senses, and we begin to know the world in a different way.
That was a pretty nice way to say a very uncomplicated things, but that's a, you know, makes you know, you think that he's actually a very smart person. That he's not some just, you know, when people think of assassins, it's like, oh, they're just people that kill other people. But you know, this guy basically shows off a different dimension that, you know, assassins are actually smart guys. You know, we're not dumb. And over here, when you're going to this other zone, I recommend that you run on top of buildings, because that zone is a restricted area. And if you're if you're on top buildings, it'll be harder for them to see you. So just make sure you're on top of buildings. Actually, you'll still get to where you need to get to just by climbing over the buildings anyways. And it'll actually save you from getting detected. That's another objective. So if you can, or if you want to make it a bit more challenging for yourself, yeah, sure, go by the ground. But I decided to go on top of the rooftops just to make sure that I don't get detected, or at least try to get that objective. You're still gonna get to where you need to get to. It's not like, I mean, if you play it smart, you don't really fall to the ground. You will get to where you need to get. Yeah, I almost got caught. Oh, can't talk. Luckily, I was able to climb faster than he could detect me, so that was good. And yeah, see, as I said before, you can just climb over buildings and you're here without any problems, any confrontations from any guards. And obviously Charles Lee is not as skilled as me, sorry, and he couldn't keep up, so I had to wait for him right here. But anyways, you can jump down from here. There's no guards or anything. Just make sure before you do. Obviously, it's going to be locked, so now we're going to have to find a key. And yeah, he'll tell him to wait right here, which I find kind of, you know, it's kind of funny because, you know, you're running on rooftops trying to avoid guards, and he's just like, you know, Charles Lee is going to stand here leaning against that basically cabin. I don't know how that doesn't look suspicious, but, you know, I mean, if we couldn't walk through the guards and him standing in a restricted area just randomly, I think that's pretty suspicious. Now here, you can go about it a couple of ways. You can get whichever guy you want. I just have to go after this guy. Don't make the mistake that I'm going to make here. Of killing him. Just rob him. Or if you can, find a guard that's isolated, because you'll see what happens. As soon as I kill this guy, you'll see what happens. So like, there's nobody around him, but as soon as I kill him, these fishermen start to make a lot of noise, and because of that, it detects one of the guards, you know, kind of goes like, oh, what's going on here? And he gets into a fight with you. Now, luckily for me, this guy basically, you know, writes his own death story, whatever you want to say. He basically dies by himself. I didn't really have to touch him. He kind of falls into the water on his water on his own. So luckily for me, I didn't have to, you know, create more ruckus, because then I think I would have alerted more guards if I actually got into a fight with him. But we have the key now, so let's see what's behind these doors.
Here we are then.
Hopefully he's not dead. I hope we don't find a dead body in here.
Why must you always make these things so difficult, Benjamin? Merely provide me with recompense, and all shall be forgiven.
I'll not pay for protection I don't need.
Clearly, you do require protection. Else we wouldn't be
this
here.
guy is a mean dude. Why would you do that?
How
You're
very
tied up
good.
and bloody and battered.
Now, what shall we do about our guest?
Maybe I'll take his hands. Put an end to his surgery. Maybe I'll take his tongue. Put an end to his waggling. Or maybe I'll take his cock.
I don't know, his facial expression changed when he said
Into
that,
his
so I'm
fucking ass.
assuming that he got a bit more scared after he said that.
So
I don't
many
blame him,
options.
but
I can't possibly
I think he
decide.
did. And this guy's so ruthless, he says take all three. Come on.
No, hold a moment. Perhaps I was hasty in refusing you earlier.
I'm so very sorry, Benjamin.
Oh shit.
But that door has closed.
Too
Be
late, my
reasonable,
friend, too
Silas.
late.
I rather think I was. But you took advantage of my generosity.
I won't
Yikes,
be
this
made
guy
a
is
fool a
ruthless.
second
Holy
time.
crap.
I fear I lack the constitution to bear witness to such barbarism.
Oh, that's,
Come
that's
find me
actually
when you're
ironic.
finished, Cutter.
His name is Cutter, and he's gonna cut
You'll
off his
regret this,
hand,
Silas. Do you hear me?
his tongue, and
I'll have your
etc.
head.
That's
No.
pretty ironic.
I rather
Oh,
think
jeez,
you
it's gonna
won't.
So, oh, we're right here. I was wondering how we're gonna get to there, but okay, let's see. Can we do a double assassination? Okay, let's see if I can quickly get this guy and okay. So how does he get the other guy basically? That's good. And this guy's pretty easy to kill. Just walk up behind him, you know, stab him to death. One shot, he's gone. And we just saved this guy. Does it make a difference?
Who are you?
Kenway, I just
Kenway,
saved your
at
life.
your
Stop
service.
asking stupid questions.
I don't
This guy's
understand.
an idiot, man. He doesn't
Why are
even
you
know what
here?
to say.
Walk with me, Mr.
Man,
Church.
of course we're here
All
to
will
save
be
you.
explained.
If we were to kill you, you'd be dead by now. Huh. For surgeon, it's pretty dumb. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna cut the video off right here. If you enjoyed it, please like and like the video, subscribe to the channel. I've made a Facebook and a Twitter page, so go to the Facebook page and give it a like, a thumbs up. Go to the Twitter and follow me. I'll leave a description to both in the, or I'll leave a link to the both in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next video, guys. Peace out.